They filed charges against me for illegal missionary activity. From there, they took me directly to the courthouse. They had a judge in a courtroom waiting for me on a Sunday afternoon. They held the trial right then and there. Before I left that night, before they let me go that night at about 9 o'clock, I had been arrested, interrogated, charged, tried, convicted, and sentenced. They said you must pay a fine of about $600 and never do any missionary activity ever again.
Wow. So laws passed, 3 weeks, it's over in a day.
And they didn't go after any Muslims anywhere in the country.
So quite literally, you were the first target
Yes.
of this law in the entire country of
I was
Russia.
the first one in the entire country.
Wow. That's unbelievable. You had somebody, you were in somebody's crosshairs immediately.
People in that town were very, very communist.
Wow.
And the next day, I got a call from a lawyer. And he said, can you come over to my office and talk to me? I said, okay. So he said, there are some very, very powerful people in this town that don't like you. The best thing for you to do, because I like you, I think you're a nice guy. I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you. Best thing for you to do would be pack your things and go back to America. Don't bother staying here. This is Russia. It's a dangerous place. And you're a nice guy. I like you. I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you. In Russia, things happen. People disappear. People fall down the stairs. He said, and your wife is a nice lady. I would hate for anything to happen to your wife. Well, I wasn't particularly worried about what they would do to me, but that very same day I bought a plane ticket and I sent my wife back to America. Wow. I stayed for another 8 months. I fought this in court. To me, it was an issue of religious liberty. I knew the law was on my side. I got lawyers from Moscow that specialized in religious freedom, and they said we had a very strong case. We appealed it. We appealed it again. We went all the way to the Russian Supreme Court and the Russian Constitutional Court, and they ruled against us in every case. There was nothing left for me to do but to go back to America. Wow. My ministry was over.
So your ministry was over in a day. And
if I had done anything, even hand out a tract on the street, that would have been a repeat violation. It would have been a $1,000 fine and immediate deportation. So there was nothing I could do.
It seems like everything in the Russian justice system is immediate.
Immediate, yeah.
Wow.
And I had been there for 14 years, totally openly. My visa, all my registration papers said that I was a Baptist missionary. I was operating openly. Everybody in town knew that I was the only American within 200 miles. They knew what I was doing, and there was no way to hide. I mean, there was no way to keep doing what I had been doing after being convicted.